here we go. Kings Row again. This is the third game in a row now in the Tespa qualifiers, or not, excuse me, qualifiers, Tespa Overwatch tournament, or any Tespa games where we've picked Kings Row. Curious to see if Murray State is going to pick offense or defense, or if maybe Fort Hayes gets that pick. They're trying to work that out right now. Love the May POV. I agree. Amazing, yes. And thank you again for tuning in. Again, guys, this is a new setup. We didn't have time to get anything set up for Friedkerd Auditorium here on campus to broadcast live. So audio is a little bit different. Hopefully it sounds good. If not, please be sure to let me know. I'll make some adjustments. I'm trying to speak louder too. I got the mic in slightly a different position because I know last time it was cutting in and out. Curious to see too if Murray State make any subs. Looks like for right now, some confusion in the chat. D defense. Okay. Looks like we're going to stick with the Chief and Aziz for now. Kind of talked about this a little bit last time. Just give you some information on our students. We like to promote our students here while they decide what's going on. The Chief, he's the team captain. He's a junior geoarchaeology major. And as you can see, his main is Sigma. We'll sometimes switch over to the Reinhardt. Really nice guy, really level-headed, leading the team. Doing a great job so far. The other tank for that last match is Aziz. You may know him as Andrew. He's a senior in TSM. His main, interestingly, he told me his main was a Zarya. He prefers to play Zarya, but you know, in this meta, he's got to run with the shields normally. So he's doing what he can. And they're switching teams here. Keep getting bundled up on words today. No subs so far, so Bonsai and Anher the DPS. On her is Alex M, freshman in the computer science game design. His main is a Widow or Symmetra. We might see that come out here on Kings Row, especially on offense. So we'll have to see if he pulls that out or if they change it up slightly. Bonsai, of course, is the Doomfist that you will see just destroying people. He does a great job at that. And his ult, as we saw last game, is the McCree. Isaac Hold'em, Bonsai Tuna. He is a senior of the engineering graphics and design major. And on the support side, you have another engineering graphics and design major, Jacob, or Flavfilth, who's a sophomore. Might see his main come out here for a little bit, Anna. And quote, Seth Woods, another freshman on the team. He's undecided. Used to be Fishiaries, I believe is how you would pronounce that major. His main is a Moira. And as I said last time, he may be an undecided major, but he definitely decides at the right time to bring those ults out. 15 seconds. Can Murray State do the clean sweep? Need to check, see if it's a best of 5 or a best of 3.
There is no obligation for the universe to make sense to you.
Yep, looks like it's going to be a best of 3.
Can you hear that music? Can you hear that music? Hello.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
It looks like camera controls are going to stay on
Hoi.
this mode here. So I do apologize.
Can you hear that music?
Just how I like it.
Thank you, Baptiste. Thank you, Baptiste. Thank you, Baptiste.
Better.
You're welcome.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, and Murray State has changed over. They've got the May and her. Can he perform big here on Kings Row? Let's go ahead and switch over to his perspective. He pulled up the big plays last time. He's patiently waiting. Bonsai running the Reaper. You've got the 2 shields and Flatfilth on the Baptiste. Quote going down early to Finn. Finn on the Widowmaker. May pulling in the Ice Wall. Bonsai just trying to pop shots over at Cat. Cat managed to get a couple decent kills with the ult last round, as you saw. Isolated from the team, but the D.Va pushes in. Bonsai needs to stay alive here. They're going to need all the firepower they can get, because Murray State right now have their backs against the wall for the first point. Coming around the left-hand side of the statue, you got Widow up top. popping in shots. Right-hand side shields coming in from Marissa. Murray State needs to be careful here. That's one pick, Widow down. Don't need to worry about those long-range DPS as the shields come down and prevent the rest of Fort Hayes from gaining a foothold. Murray State with Bonsai and Quote cleaning up. And Fort Hayes has to retreat.
Observe the barrier. Barrier unstable.
Z's popping in shots over the top of the fence. Sigma throwing the rocks as well, just trying to tell Fort Hayes to back off. We do have one ult from Murray State. Bonsai almost to his as well. 2 shields coming in. Murray State inching forward. Interesting choice here by Fort Hayes to run a D.Va. Not sure that's going to be the right choice. They're hoping to, I guess, get that self-destruct coming in. They don't have a Sombra to pair it with. Justice raining from above. Farah tries to take out everybody, but only the Chief falls down. Flapfilth as the support actually gets the kill there. And Widow popping in more shots from up top. Quote, doing the business and keeping his team alive. We switch over to Flapfilth. We've seen him before with the Baptiste, getting in those immortality fields at the perfect moment.
All better.
Keeping his team alive. Switch over to Anher. No big blizzards to speak of yet, but he does have one in his pocket. Immortality field coming in. And just in time, because that Pharaoh was right around the corner. Immortality field is now gone. Farah still trying to harass on Bonsai. Bonsai gets Finn. That's a Widow down. Excellent job from the Reaper to focus on that flanking DPS there. Not sure that was the right spot for their Widow. D.Va is useless behind that shields. They've got to figure out a way, Fort Hayes. They've got to figure out a way to get her forward and make something happen, and I don't see that happening. And her goes down to the Doomfist. It looks like Finn is switched. Could this be a game changer? Damage boost coming in from Anher. Left-hand side Doomfist gets chased off by Aziz. We'll switch back to him, see if he can make something happen here. He's watching out on the back for the Moira. Pulls him in. Justice rains from above. No thank you. It does not. Cat kills herself. Unbelievable choke in that moment. That is not good for Fort Hayes. They do manage to push forward. Doomfist is weak. Reinforcing on the Orisa, and that's, I don't think, going to be enough. Oh, he does manage to get the Mercy. Huge pick. And Ice Walled off perfectly. Self-destruct was rendered meaningless. Booping them off the point. Lucio keeping the team alive with Flapfilth. Excellent heals coming in. Murray State needs to hold on here. You've got 30 seconds remaining. Immortality field, keeping the Reaper alive. An excellent defensive solidarity from Murray State, and excellent individual play from Aziz. Damage Matrix is available. They will save it here. You have that. You have Orisa's bongos, as we like to say, and Sigma has his Gravitic Flux. He could prevent the enemy team from rushing in. He could back off and let them get on the point and then raise them up. I don't even think they're going to need any of it. You got a Reaper versus a Doomfist. Doomfist charging the point, trying to touch. Now it's overtime. Damage field coming in. Sigma manages to get the shield down. Murray State getting the picks. And they're going to take this. It looks like Gravitic Flux to prevent anybody else from walking in. Cat not able to touch in time. And just when you thought Fort Hayes was going to make it, Murray State managing to hold on. Excellent plays. Aziz, excellent individual effort. Killing that Mercy at the end was very, very important. And now you're going to see Murray State on defense. If they can capture that first point, they should win. You got 20 seconds to assemble the heroes. Fort Hayes have put themselves in a very tough position. Let's see what changes we make on the Murray State side. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if that's going to last. Aziz and Chief on their usual pick, double shield. Now you've got Mercy for Flapfilth and Quote on the Moira, as we've seen him do before.
There is no obligation.
Bonsai, of course, switching to Doomfist, sensible pick. And her as the Ashe. Not a McCree, not a May, but Ashe. Now that's an interesting pick. I haven't seen that. Every time I've watched them, I haven't seen this yet, so this is going to be a surprise if he doesn't switch.
Hello.
Curious to see how that goes.
Thank you.
Activating the barrier. Can you hear that music?
And it looks like we have a disconnect. So there may be a pause coming in. We'll wait and see what's going to happen here. And they are going to, Fort Hayes requests a pause.
Capture objective A.
Both teams have to agree to the pause. Looks like there's some miscommunication, and there's the pause coming in. Both teams agreeing to a pause. Looks like we did have a disconnect from, I believe, Dr. Plaguewell was his name. So we're going to wait for that. We are going to go, instead of making you guys watch a pause screen for a couple minutes here. I don't know how long this is going to take. Take a quick intermission. When we come back, we'll pick it right back up. Let me just make sure he hasn't rejoined. Shouldn't be very long. And when we come back, we will continue with Kings Row, Murray State on the offense. 3 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock. Can they do it? We'll return momentarily. Welcome back to the Murray State Esports Twitch stream. Murray State University versus Fort Hayes State University. If you're just joining us, Murray State up 1-0. We're on Kings Row. Fort Hayes not able to take the first point. Murray State now on offense, and we are waiting for the game to resume. We did have a disconnect and a quick brief pause. Let's see if that affects the game. I don't believe, from what I've seen so far in Murray State, this is the kind of thing that would not affect them. They've got good composure. We have 3 seconds. We will find out if Murray State can push on and make this a clean 2-0. Aziz bringing down the shield, inching forward. Interesting switch from Fort Hayes. They switched over to the Reinhardt. They've got the Sigma as well. And McCree and Farah again. Cat. She's definitely got consistency on that Cat. Murray State making quick work of Fort Hayes. Could that be it? Moira on the point trying to survive. The Chief with a double, and that's it. We come back from a pause. Murray State, quick victory. Excellent gameplay, excellent teamwork. Way to go, Murray State. Murray State on their day is 1-0 now. Let's see what this play of the game is. Flav Filth with the heals, with the kills, with the ults. And all around excellent work. Aziz, of course, keeping the team alive in that first round. Amazing results from the Murray State Racers. Our next game is scheduled to start at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time against Boston University.